What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today is going to be the first Dad Tech TV vlog where I'm going to be kind of just talking about some stuff, and I'm definitely going to answer the question of where I kind of disappeared to for the past month and a half. Alright guys, so as you can see, we have a box here. We have a nice bottle of whiskey with a glass because we're going to be pouring this and having a drink. I have this piece of wood here because we're going to talk a little bit about EDC, or everyday carry, and everybody for some reason wants to put their EDC items onto a nice piece of wood, so I'm going to do that. We're also going to talk about what to expect from the channel moving forward and where I've been the past month and a half, and that's a little bit of a sad story, so we're going to go through it real quick, but I figured I'd share since I kind of disappeared. So first, what I need to do is I'm going to pull out one of the items that we're going to put here, but I need to open up this bottle of Johnnie Walker Blue. I have some new lighting. We're in a new spot down here, so I'm trying a little something different. We're in my basement and the heater kicked on before and I had to restart. I might have to kick off again, but let's open up this bottle of Johnnie Blue. This is really good stuff. If you're familiar with Johnnie Walker, Blue is one of or it is their top line, I believe. So let's, I'm gonna put that there because we're gonna talk about that. Let's crack this open. Nice cork. Whoop. Smell that, smells good. Pour just a little bit. So this is actually a small bottle. So I don't drink a ton of whiskey, and I have a whole bunch of different types of whiskey. So for me to drink a whole bottle of Blue, I usually only drink this on special occasions. This one tonight is because it's a video where I'm kind of starting this new vlog series where I kind of just talk about things, and I figured I'd celebrate a little bit. So I'm going to take a sip of this. That's really good, really smooth. Terrific whiskey. The 200 milliliter bottle, so a full bottle of this usually goes for around $200, I believe. This little 200 milliliter bottle I got on sale. I think it was only like 30 bucks or something like that. So 200 milliliter, it's a small bottle. So 30 bucks compared to, a bottle like Jack Daniels or something that seems pretty expensive. But this is really good stuff. And for 30 bucks for this small bottle, I think it's a really good deal. So before we really get into it, I also wanted to say that as of today, I have 730 subscribers, and I want to say thank you to each and every one of you for subscribing. That's awesome. A huge goal of mine is to hit 1,000 subscribers. So we're getting closer. If you guys are new to the channel, click subscribe. It helps me out. But it's also a lot of fun because we're going to be doing a bunch of different things where I talk about kind of like my hobbies, mountain biking, ATVs, a whole bunch of stuff. I probably got to get back more into the tech stuff. I see people have been watching the videos on the OBD link, MX Plus, so I got to do a follow-up on that with it in my car and using the ForeScan software. So I'm not forgetting about any of you guys. I just need to kind of get some time. And me disappearing, we'll get into a little bit. The end of, let me take another sip of this. Oh yeah, that is good. So the end of 2020 into 2021 was not a very good time for me. It was actually, my father had cancer last year. So the end of 2020, he was having a tough time, and he actually passed away the first week of January. So that's kind of the first thing that happened that really, I wasn't really too worried about making videos. I wasn't really too worried at the time about even work. I had to take some time off of work to get things done, and I was actually out chatting with a lot of people. If you guys have ever dealt with a parent passing away, there's a whole bunch of people that you need to kind of get in touch with and get things done. So that leads into the second piece, and about a week after my father passed away, I actually had COVID. So I wasn't very sick. I didn't end up in the hospital or anything like that, and I'm very thankful for that. I think that I was very lucky. However, I was very tired. I did have flu-like symptoms. I was falling asleep by like 8 o'clock at night every night. It was just one of those times where I couldn't really do much for a good period of time. So for anybody out there that's had it, I understand now. You guys probably understand where I'm coming from as to why I haven't been making videos as far as everything that's been going on. So I want to jump out of all that sad stuff now, and let's get back into talking about the EDC. We talked about the whiskey a little bit. It's delicious. Get into the EDC. So EDC everyday carry. This is something because I haven't been able to get out on a mountain bike to really film. I haven't been able to get out on my ATV or get in the car and drive around with the OBD-Link MX Plus or anything like that. You know, this is something that, you know, I've kind of been interested in, just fidgeting around, you know, kind of being in the house, other than doing my regular day job and stuff like that. So right here what we have, this is a Tactile Turn titanium pen. I don't know if you can see. I'm going to try and bring this closer, but it might be blurry. But this is actually their Damascus bolt. So that's actually a Damascus right there. This is really cool how this is. It's really nice for if you're into like fidgety stuff, fidgeting with your different things. This pen is great. And if you can see, it has a really nice design. It's like because they're machining it from one piece, it has those like machine lines, so it's not super smooth, so it has some grip to it, but it doesn't like hurt or anything like that. And the clip on here is actually perfect for putting it in my pocket. I have absolutely no problems just kind of sliding it in. It holds tight, but it's easy to get in and out also. So this has been a really good pen. I do want to do a separate video on this. I'm talking a little bit more about some of the not as good features of it. I mean, there's some things where it's kind of a bigger pen, and I've had some issues with the top kind of being loose and things like that, but I'll do a separate video on that. But this pen has been great. I use this on a daily basis. It stays in my pocket. This is the full size. I would like to probably get one of the smaller ones. However, this is titanium, and it is a $99 pen, so it's not like I'm going out and just buying 3 or 4 of them. It does use a G2 insert, and somebody was kind of laughing, saying, hey, you know, I'm paying the whole writing part is, you know, like a $1 piece. I can go buy a G2 and, you know, Target or, you know, Office Supply or wherever for a couple bucks. Why am I paying $100 for this? And it's because of the body. You know, I can put this in my pocket. I know it's not going to bend or break. I mean, this thing is, it's solid. It's really good. It's really nice. Plus, it's a little bit of a showpiece. You know, I think a lot of people in the EDC are kind of into the showmanship a little bit also. So before I move on to these other two, don't want to forget, I wear my Garmin Fenix 6X every day. This is my watch that I always have. I do have some other watches. I am into watches. I haven't worn any of the other watches other than on a few occasions here and there for probably the past year. This is on my wrist almost every single day. There's been a few cases. I actually inherited a watch from my dad, which was really nice. And I have some other smaller, you know, like a dive watch and things like that I like to wear once in a while. But for the most part, this Garmin, I did a video. I also had the 5X. This is the 6X though, and I'm really happy with this. This watch is amazing. I should probably do an update on kind of, I was wearing the 5X for a good 6 months before I sold it, and then got the 6X, and I should probably do a review on this also. Moving along, I have this Thrunite TI3. It's a very small flashlight. It runs on a AAA battery, fits in the pocket nicely. The clip was very tight, and because, if you guys can see, let's see, there's a bump right there right before the clip. So it's kind of funny. So if this was flat, you would have a much easier time of getting this in, but because this is a very narrow and kind of small area because it goes back and under, sliding it into your pocket isn't always as easy. I usually carry this in my 5th pocket of my jeans, which is nice. It has max lumens of 120 lumens, and it has 3 different brightness settings and then a strobe. So to change the settings, I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see this, but you turn it once to get the lowest setting, twice to get a higher setting, 3 times to get the highest setting, and now hopefully I'm not blinding you guys. And then if you do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come on. I just missed it. Let me see. 1. Oh, there it was. 4. Okay. So, okay, there's the strobe. Obviously, the strobe's not easy to get to. I think to have to kind of slide it 3 times, get to the brightest one all the time, and it doesn't remember the last setting that you were on. Not the greatest flashlight, works out well for the line of work I'm in when I need something. A lot of people said, hey, why don't you just use the flashlight on your camera? And, I saw a video, somebody else said it, and it's the easiest thing for me is that I can't really hold my camera, my phone in my mouth. This one I can kind of easily slip into my mouth and kind of hold on to while I'm doing things with my hands. Whereas with the phone, it's almost I need to find a way to prop it up and to put it somewhere, or I have to use one hand for that. With this, I can kind of just put it in my mouth and see everything that I'm doing with both my hands. Now the last item here, this one I am so impressed with. You guys will see this one all over YouTube, all over reviews. If you guys are into knives, you've heard of this. This is the Civivi Elementum. It is the D2 blade, not the S35 VN. I am looking to get that S35 VN because this knife is so nice. I think that this knife actually also deserves its own video, which I'm probably going to do. It's got the deep pocket clip. This thing just pops open so easy. It's so nice. And I mean, some of the detail on here is just incredible for me. Like the way that the lock basically lines up perfectly. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's going to get blurry. The GoPro isn't the best for this. I'm looking at other cameras. They're expensive though. I'm not there yet. But this lines up perfectly with the bottom of the blade. I mean, it's just so nice how smooth this thing is. And I think somebody said it best. This is like a $55 knife that is as good as, if not better, than some $200 knives out there. So this thing is awesome. And I've been carrying this, but I'm going to do another video on this one because this is an amazing knife. And every review out there, I was like, man, it can't be as good as what everybody's saying. I thought maybe people were paying to get these reviews done or something like that, but this thing meets all the criteria. It is an extremely nice knife. For anybody out there, it's extremely sharp also. So that's what I'm carrying on a daily basis along with my watch for right now. Sometimes I'll have a little multi-tool like a Gerber or a small Leatherman Micra. I don't have that on me today. That's kind of on different occasions depending on what I'm doing. It's nice to have the Gerber I like because it has the pliers. So since we have the knife out, I'm going to take a sip of my whiskey first. Probably finish this by the end of the video. But I got this so we can open up this box. I have it upside down. I open things upside down now because it's easier than trying to edit out my name and address and all that stuff. So let's open this up. So this isn't, so this is actually something that's really cool. It's nothing that's, it's nothing like something that I can put on the quad or the mountain bike or anything like that. This is just, if you guys saw the video of me doing the light install on my ATV, you would know that AKOffroad has been a great company. Their products are amazing, and I like supporting great companies. So when I saw that they had some shirts, oh wow. So actually I'm kind of surprised here for a minute. So basically Adrian, who owns the company, put up that, they were going to get some shirts made up and everything. So I reached out and I told him that I would like to purchase a hooded sweatshirt. However, it looks like he also included this shirt, and him and I have gotten to know each other ever since I bought. I didn't know him before I bought my light package. However, I got to know him afterwards because I sent him a message and I said, hey, I made this video, and him and I were kind of chatting. And, he's seen the video. He actually has it on his webpage, but before I actually bought everything, we didn't know each other. I had just seen his product, and I really liked his product, and him and I, we chat once in a while, we get along, and, I like supporting him. So I reached out and I said, hey, let me get one of the sweatshirts. And this sweatshirt is, let me move this. So this is really nice. The quality on it, it's thick. It's really nice. So I love supporting companies like this. He just released some higher lumen LED lights for the Polaris. So I think that that's pretty cool. Let me open this up too. Take the stick off. Oh man, this is cool. All right guys, so I got the hoodie, which I love. It's winter right now. It's super cold out. And now I got the t-shirt also, so I'm definitely going to be rocking these pretty soon. This is going to be, I'm just not going to be in part of my everyday carry, right? Everyday wear, but I'm probably going to wear this often. I mean, this hoodie is, the quality on this is just really nice. Adrian, man, you did a great job. Thank you for this t-shirt also. That's awesome, dude. I really appreciate that. Great company. If you guys have any lighting needs for your Polaris Sportsmans or any of the Polaris products, reach out to him. He's on Facebook, ak-offroad.com. Great company. Appreciate it, Adrian. Thanks so much. So moving into the future, where are we going to be? Because, you know, kind of I disappeared for that month. Wow, really good. So basically, the idea is that I'm not going to disappear again. You know, I don't plan on getting sick like that again. And, you know, everything happening with everything else. I just, you know, it was just a really rough month and a half or so. So now I'm getting back in the swing of things. I had to get back into the swing of things with my regular job first, and now getting back into the YouTube channel. So I have another tool from Pro Bike Tools. So if you guys have seen my previous videos on some of the mountain bike tools that I have 2 different torque wrenches from them. A smaller regular type torque wrench and on-the-go one, which is amazing. Love that thing. I also have one of their bike pumps for on-the-go. It's on my bike that it's mounted on there that I can bring it with me. Along with that, I'm not going to say exactly what the next tool is. I have one more, so we'll bring that out and we'll do a video on it. We'll do unboxing and everything. Also, I did film, I actually have a new mic. I don't know, I can't really, maybe I can kind of show it. So this is the new mic. It's the Rode Wireless Go mic. And I wanted to make sure that I could actually use this mic while mountain biking. So I did a whole video, and I ran into a huge problem that I didn't realize, which is kind of funny because the video footage came out terrible. So I actually did that before everything happened. In the end of December into January, but I couldn't really edit the video. I'll probably put some clips up. Maybe I'll even put them up in here. But because of the way that the Rode mic connects, I had an issue with the angle of the camera, so basically all the footage is kind of crappy. But I'll talk a little bit more about the mic. Maybe I'll just throw up a quick video, you know, explaining what the mic sounds like on the go. On top of that, you know, I'm going to be back on the Trek Marlin 7 in general. You know, I got to get some videos, I got to get out there, but, you know, when I had COVID, it wasn't exactly one of those things that I could really get out and get into. It's been really cold here, a lot of snow, and that shouldn't be an excuse, but because of that, I haven't really been out on the mountain bike. So I also want to do a 3 things I love and 3 things I hate about, well, not hate, but 3 things that could be improved on the Marlin 7. So I think that that'll be interesting for some people. You know, it'll show that it's the exact type of bike that it should be. You know, they say that it's an intro bike, and I think that it is, but there's a couple areas where it lacks, and when you need to upgrade, it's going to cost some money, and then you think to yourself, hey, you know, I should have just gotten the, you know, one of the higher models. But we'll talk a little bit about that. ATV and plowing. So we actually just got hit with a huge storm in New Jersey, and I did a little bit of video footage on it. You know, you guys called me out. You said, hey, doesn't the plow angle? And it surely does. So why didn't I put the plow on an angle and make it easier for myself? I don't know. I was so excited to get out there, didn't think of it, and I put the plow on an angle, and it did make things so much easier, so much faster to plow my driveway. So I have some video footage of that, so I'll probably put it up. I also find it funny because there's a lot of comments of people that seem to not like music in the background of the videos. So I'm going to try and post some of the videos that I did previously without music, and future ones may not have music, or they might, and I'll have kind of 2 copies, one with and one without. On top of that, we're going to do some more of the EDC stuff. I do have a love for knives, you know, cool little titanium things like that, like the pen, flashlights, multi-tools, watches, all that stuff. So we'll probably be doing more of this. Check out my Instagram. Alright guys, my battery died in the middle of filming, so I'm back. This might be a little bit of a different angle, but I was talking about Instagram, so I'm putting more pictures up there so if you guys can check that out. I got some pictures of the different EDC things that I carry around, and I'm going to have more and more pictures up there. I think Instagram's a good way to communicate. It's easy for me to kind of take some pictures and throw them up there rather than editing videos and only getting them up once a week or once every week and a half. Looking to do maybe some more vlogs like this where I'm just kind of chatting about different things. So if you guys are interested in that, leave a comment and let me know. And then along with that, I have some other hobbies. Like I said, I'm into watches, EDC, which we haven't talked about previously. Of course, I'm going to continue with the mountain bikes. I'm going to continue with the ATV. I got some stuff with cars that I'm really interested in. So we're going to talk about more and more stuff. So, hey, you want to know what? If you guys subscribe for one specific things and you don't like a video, skip it. Wait for another one, because I am going to be jumping between different topics. It's not like I'm going to forget about one topic and only do something else, right? So hopefully you guys can appreciate that. Skip videos you don't like, watch the ones you do like. Leave some comments, let me know what you want to see, and I can kind of see what videos are getting the most views, which makes it easy to see which videos I should continue to make. So the more you watch, the more kind of content I'm going to have about those specific things. And obviously, if there's comments and questions that come in, I'm going to be working to answer those and put up some videos on it. Along with that, I got some new lighting here, which I don't really have set up right. If you can see, there's red lighting underneath here. I got a LED panel up here. There's still a little bit too much glare, but it's getting better. I'm still filming really only with my GoPro, but I want to look at getting a better camera. Quite expensive, looking at the Canon RP. If you guys have feedback on that, let me know. I know that there's Canon people, there's Nikon people, Sony people. You guys are all gonna, let me know what your favorite is. Canon R, I've always kind of been a Canon guy. I used to have a Rebel XT a long time ago. And now, with this whole mirrorless thing, is quite interesting to me, especially for video. So we'll see what we can do. That's a pretty expensive camera. If anybody's selling anything used for pretty cheap, let me know. I'm kind of in the market, even though dollars are a little bit short right now. But I'm interested in that. But, if you guys can, if this is your first time watching, please subscribe. Hit the like button. And we're going to get more and more content for you, more and more cool things. And I will talk to you guys soon. Thanks for listening.